What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Thought someone said that it was counter time. You heard me? So you know what we coming with? That counter time.
That play for quick match.
Get myself situated, you dig? Get myself situated, you dig? Yeah. I'm about to
Play quick match.
clock some ranks.
Quick match. Matchmaking 32 auctions Detroit Lions.
You hear me say I'm about to get myself situated. You know what I mean? That means program brought to you by a little this, a little that. I like my shit with cranberry juice. You feel me? That's bars on my shit. And you see my setup, man? I can't see it good. Lion shit, man. Lion's hat, lion's jaw. Another lion's hat, man. Watch out.
Searching for opponent. Opponent is ready.
Here we go.
Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Come like a man of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent. A message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess.
And you realize.
Staring at me. I heard you was the leader, but that ain't apparent to me. But that's
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they loved their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. To return, here's Agnew. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Biggest fan.
The first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 44. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
That's where I get the worst railroads in my.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Handoff comes to Peterson. Peterson a first down and more. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. Detroit. Adrian Peterson. 55 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, 49ers nothing.
Yeah, sir. Can't wait to get the shirts. Countertop shirts. Nice 30 problem shirts. Va2KyBezzy's shirts.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Running. If he gets the playoff, period.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Kinlaw on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And this is...
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Lions 7.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
First down.
And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
And this is called.
They run the counter. Peterson. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the...
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Others take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 69 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him up.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw forward. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1.
2-point conversion.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San
There's Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
I slipped. He shot me dead in my head. Bam! And out there looking all silly.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. This is and he'll be out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Yeah, what up, John?
So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
I didn't realize he was that fucking fast on the game.
Right back to Juszczyk again. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead moves to 15-10.
Makes the score Niners 15. Lions.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On first down, Stafford here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They run the counter. Peterson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
You don't really see something. You don't fucking want to shoot.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break. Stafford. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And then we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
At the Lions' 9-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because
that's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the 49ers add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Niners 22, Lions 10. Wisniewski to kick off for San Francisco.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 50 at Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Operating from the gun, Stafford under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Now it's Stafford. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
To Johnson again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
On the carry.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Pettis now on the return.
I'm going to show you, man.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. Touchdowns a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, he got position on him, and he throws it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46.
And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
27-yard line.
You'll forgive me if I get excited about what we just saw there, won't you? I know I'm supposed to be neutral here, but those were terrific plays back-to-back defensively. They know what the mission is. They've got to force a punt here if they want to have a chance to win the game.
They absolutely do. Steps 1 and 2 done. Now they need this third step. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And able to hold it in his and it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Like you've been watching fucking run all game, bro. You gotta watch fast all game. You got me burned.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
You must lose a lot.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they?
Fourth quarter.
Nothing came easy.
Text me first.
Every snap was a major league brawl.
We talk shit
they had
all
to win
game.
at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? Those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the
first quarter, bro.
This was that type of a game.
Don't wait till the fourth
just
quarter.
about do it for Charles Davis.
And then
watching the
NFL
NFL
on
on EA Sports. For more.
Entering online hub screen, new head tag options, quick match is selected.
I have no skills.
Quick match. Matchmaking 32 options, Detroit Lions. Searching for a phone and estimated wait time 10 seconds.
I have the Lions and you have the 49ers, and you barely won. Barely won. So what's your excuse?
Entering, still searching pop-up. We are still searching for an opponent. What would you like to do? Continue.
So 5 no skills. That means you only want to become a good team, right?
Matchmaking 32 options Detroit Lions. Entering online hub. Pop-up dismiss. Here dismiss. Entering main menu screen ultimate team. Exhibition. Exhibition pop-up menu. You have 5 options. Play now is selected. Entering play now live screen. You have 9 options. Favorite teams game New Orleans Saints at Detroit. Entering main menu screen exhibition. Online head to head. Entering online hub screen. You have 5 options. Matchmaking 30. Searching for opponent. Opponent is ready.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Tyler Lockett now on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
A gain of 12.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
It was just funny though. I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm weak. No skills. You talking about yourself, buddy? You running these reused plays with a high-powered team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Block it, the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
I'm gonna get a shirt. I'm gonna get another shirt that says "Need Jesus." Him need Jesus, and me too.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
The 21-yard line.
Hey, I'm talking about being best seller, watch. Them need Jesus.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Brought to you by Va2KyBezzy's.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come.
Entering. Attention pocket. The connection to your peer has been lost. Exit game.
They all need Jesus shirts. Him need Jesus, bro. Hey, John.
Entering online hub screen. You have 5 options. Quick match.
Him need Jesus.
Matchmaking.
He
32 options. Detroit Lions. Searching for opponent. Opponent is ready.
They coming in with them stupid ass plays. Thinking he's gonna motherfucking do it. I told y'all, man, like, I swear I'm so over slings, man. I swear, I was just talking about that in college football today. How my brother was over here, we were watching the college football game, right? And you kept seeing all these quarterbacks driving.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions.
You know, they could smack shit out there motherfuckers when they on them stupid ass post routes. But now,
get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Pettis now on the return.
He done grabbed him and
And up to
just
about the 26
yeah, he can't quite
just across the 25.
He killed the dude. Because he's stupid ass. He's
at their own 26-yard line.
Yeah, he been taught all his life. Slap. Man, I watched Auburn game. I watched so many games today.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Kentucky game was good.
Here we go.
They hand it off to Mostert. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now a give to Mostert running right. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
He's back, John.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Mostert. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
People might watch a race. Another left turn.
They'll run right side with Mostert. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Oh, another left turn.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Another left turn.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On second down, Peterson. 4 yards on the pickup there, so it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They put them in 2 boxes. That is some baby Copperfield shit.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Good luck.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. We're scoreless after 1.
That shit was kind of rude. John, you seen this play right here yet?
Now the rookie second rounder from Georgia, DeAndre Swift. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
A gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Lions first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Peterson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. First and goal at the 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At their 48-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced them there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. And off comes to Peterson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
To kick off for San Francisco.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, Johnson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to put one over his head as this game progresses.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes Pettis on the return. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense at their own 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he's got Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
6-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 38-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards, a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are back within a score. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Lions 10, 49ers 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down at 4 now.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick 6, fourth quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Good. Makes the score Niners 14, Lions 10. San Francisco.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Stafford now to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. Second and 10. Now it's Stafford. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Extra point good by Prater, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pettis now on the return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what... And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score, Lions 17.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And we'll get ready for the trek back to the city as we say so long from Santa Clara.
What a great city it is. We're going to have a blast tonight.
Post-game report players' stats. Finish game.
Too close for comfort.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can get
Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options. Quick match is selected.
That's my brother with my guy.
You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the buck. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibi splash. If I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer with media. Keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. It's all to we're talking about you brought to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my way.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with the K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the usher. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubber.
Quick match, my compare stats.
Middle gotta stay hunting. Why don't rush love for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe what should I do? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Entering quick match. Matchmaking 32 options Detroit Light. Searching for opponent estimated wait time 10 seconds.
You can't catch my way. You're brighter if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out as you desire.
Matchmaking 32 options Detroit Lions.